Hey fam, this is Leslie, and it's been a while since I have chatted with you. So I just wanted to get on and say, I think today is maybe the last day to say Happy New Year, but just to see how your new year is going and to let you know about what we've been doing since we last chatted. So, um, normally every week we're trying to do Wine Lovers Wednesdays, and we have a standing event every Wednesday that conflicts with that. So we are going to start doing more lives, but we just need to pick another date. So if you have a date that works for you and a time that works for you, please put it in the comments because I really would like to know because I want to make this as convenient and informative for you. Um, but don't be alarmed. We will be back. So I guarantee you that. And if you're listening now, just put a chat in the comment to say, hey, how are you doing? And thank you for taking this lunchtime break with us. So I'm super, super excited to tell you about some upcoming events that we have. And our first event is our Black Winemakers wine tasting. Woohoo! Yes. Um, this wine tasting is going to be at our partner site. Hey, this wine tasting is going to be at our partner site at Overdue Recognition Art Gallery. Let me say that again. Overdue Recognition Art Gallery. And this is Jackie Thompson. She has been a staple in the community. If you have not gone there, you need to go visit it. It's a Black owned art gallery in the Bowie Town Center. And so we are doing a wine tasting there on February 24th from 7 to 9 p.m. I'm super excited about that. We haven't been able to do a lot of in person events. And one of my promises is that we're trying to do an in person event every month. So definitely, we are going to be at the Bowie Town Center on February 24th. I am delighted. A friend of the Wine Concierge and just great people. Our special guest is Kim and Denise from Philosophy Wines, Maryland owned wine, the first female winery in the state of Maryland. And we're going to be pouring their wines and a few other wines that we're going to pour. We're going to be pouring Chosen Family. And if you haven't heard of Chosen Family, they're based out of Washington. If you listen to the Swirl Suite, shout out to the Swirl Suite, our last show of 2022 was with Channing, and he owns Chosen Family he has a couple other partners and just a super great person. A lot of the guys know him because he used to play basketball. But he opened this winery, and I think he's a talking head, or I forget, an on-air personality. That's what they call him for basketball commentary. But he's one of those individuals, and I have to say, and we interview a lot of people on the Swirl Suite. And we interview a lot of people who have their own labels, but when you start asking them about their labels, they don't know too much about the wine. He knows about the wine. He knows what good wine is. And I had the opportunity to try a few of his wines, and I have to say, they are superior wines. So we're going to be carrying his Pinot Noir in February, and I'm going to get back on later to tell you about a special package we're doing in February. But that's one of the wines that we're going to be pouring. I know a lot of people are like, well, I'm looking for these labels, and they're hard to find on the East Coast. So we're going to bring a lot of those hard to find labels on the East Coast to this winemaking on the 24th. Food and drink will be there. And Denise and Kim will be there. And I think their story is extremely fascinating because a lot of people call and asked me about, well, how do I get in the wine business? I want to start a wine label, what have you. And just hearing their story, that they were not an overnight success, and it's all about a lot of hard work. So that is happening on February 25th, excuse me, 24th. It's a Friday evening at Overdue Recognition. And then in March, we have the champagne brunch with champagne. So literally today, I just confirmed that Marvina Robinson from the Stuyvesant Champagne is going to be there. We're going to be pouring Stuyvesant champagne. It is going to be an upscale brunch. In March, I will release the date shortly as soon as all of the contracts are signed. But I guarantee you, for Women's History Month, we are doing a champagne brunch. Now, the question is, do you have to be a woman to attend this brunch? Hell no. You can be a man, woman, whatever, to be at this brunch. You don't want to miss this brunch. The food is going to be amazing. We will also have vendors there selling their wares at this brunch. And we're going to have Marvina. And she is another person where you want to hear her story. She recently opened a bubble room in New York City, or as I like to say, New York City. She has her own champagne room at the Navy Yard in New York. And if you know anything about New York, super expensive, super exclusive area. And I'm just so proud of her from doing the thing, because just like me, she didn't come from a wine background. She learned, she studied, she flies to France frequently to oversee the winemaking process. So this is not a situation where a sister just lends her name and decides, she wakes up one morning and she goes, I want to have a champagne label. She has taken the time to create a really fabulous label. And as you know, as many of you know, we carry her champagne. Yes, it is champagne. It's not sparkling wine. And she has all, I think three, no, that's an understatement. She has 5 different labels on this champagne label. So you'll be able to try many of those at the champagne brunch. Again, it's going to be another in-person event that I'm thrilled to have. Just thrilled to have people come together and gather. One of one of the things when I started the Wine Concierge was to build a sense of community, and it really is hard to build community online. Um, it's great. It's really great to be online, but it's nothing like being in person, and to just get people's feedback and just share stories and exchange thoughts, I think is so important. So that's part of the reason why we're having these events. The other reason is it's just fun to get together and have some good wine. Yes, thank you for agreeing. It is just good to have some good wine. And so we have these events that are coming up in February and March. We also have an event coming up in April and May, and we've pretty much done programming through June so far. So keep an eye on our calendar, because events will start popping up. But I know it was January and people were just trying to get themselves together and da 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 da. But we are ready to be out there and be with you. Hey, just because you don't live close doesn't mean that we can't arrange an overnight package for you. So if you are listening to this and you are outside of the DMV area, hit me up, let me know, especially if we have a lot of people who want to come in from out of town. We can make it a weekend event for you. We can find accommodations for you. So don't let the fact that you don't live here locally stop you, because this is all about community. I can turn an afternoon event into a weekend event Very easy. So if you are interested in coming to these events, let me know, and you live out of town, we can definitely do that for you. So I don't want to keep you, but I just want to remind you, February 24th is our Black winemakers tasting. March, the date will be released really soon, super soon, our champagne brunch. And if you are a vendor and you're looking to then also DM me, because we will have vendors at this event, and also keep an eye out on our calendar. So I will put in the chat where you can find our calendar, where you can go to um, register for these events. And again, hit me up in the chat if you have any questions. I thank you guys so much for your support. And I promise you, we're going to start doing Wine Lovers. I don't know what day that is. It's not going to be Wednesday, but we will resume doing that. Let me know who you want to hear from, or what type of wines you want us to taste. Or if you want to get on our live chat with me and talk about the wines, I am all for it. So let me tell you, talking to the screen by myself isn't always fun, to be honest with you. So if I have somebody on who loves wine, um, we can pull you in and you can talk about the wines with us, or just let us know how you feel about it, and what you're thinking. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. Some days are better than others. So let me know what's going on with you. And trust me, I will not be a stranger this year. Take care and have a good day.